How's it going, everybody? Brian Porter here from Keller Realty in the beautiful Bay Area, and I have your October report for real estate in Santa Clara County. It's crazy that we're already here. The holidays are almost upon us. I feel like I just got used to writing the date with a 22 on it, so pretty crazy, but let's dive right into it. Obviously, the market's been shifting quite a bit, starting a little bit before the summer started. You know, we got that peak of the market in March, and then we did see things start to retract, which is, you know, clearly due to interest rates. Interest rates are over double what they were this time last year. We're actually seeing people get locked in the, you know, the low sevens. A lot of times, Freddie Mac, the average interest rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage is being stated at about 6.7 right now. We're probably going to see that increase at least over the next few months, and that is definitely what we're seeing slow the market substantially, because every time interest rates rise 1%, you can lose about 10% of your buying power, and when you go from a less than 3% rate all the way up to a 7% rate, obviously that's going to make a big difference. Prices are seeming to hold pretty well. At this point, we typically see when these shifts happen, we'll see a lot of the drop in price at the beginning. So usually by the time you start to hear the news talk about it, a lot of that drop has already happened. So we saw about a 12% drop from the top in March down to where we are right now, sitting at a little over $1.4 million for the median priced home. That includes all single families, townhomes, and condos in Santa Clara County. Now, it's been kind of hanging around that number for the last couple of months. And so it does seem like we are finding some stability here at this point. The list to sale ratio has also come down. We were seeing homes sell 15+% over the asking price in March and even into April and May. And now we are seeing homes at about 100% list to sale. And so, you know, that's actually a good thing because now we're doing what we would call a transparent pricing strategy, where we simply list homes for what they're actually valued for. It's good for the sellers because they don't have to wonder, well, what if we don't get multiple offers and end up hundreds of thousands of dollars over the asking price? It's better for buyers because they kind of understand, you know, what they can actually afford. So, you know, I think this is a better, more balanced market for everyone. It looks like things are going to remain fairly strong going through the fall. Obviously, you know, as we enter the holidays, we'll see things kind of cool off a little bit. That doesn't mean you can't get a great sale during the holidays, but we will see just fewer sales happen. As we see what the Fed does, again, it's not a direct correlation, but it's a good indication. As we see what the inflation data does over the next few months, I wouldn't be surprised to see rates maybe come down a bit next year, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening anytime soon. So if you're thinking about buying a house, it's a great time because prices are down a bit. Competition is down a lot, and you have more options, typically a little bit more time to look at them and really do your due diligence, have contingencies to make sure that you can inspect the property and things like that. And so it's a better time for you there. Your interest rate's going to be a lot higher if you're going to have a loan, and so just know that you can refinance loans, but you cannot change your purchase price later. And so getting in now may not be a bad idea, knowing that a year or two down the road, you can likely or hopefully be able to refinance the loan into something with a better interest rate. So if you're thinking about selling a home, there's something to be said about the bird in the hand type of a thing. You know, I think that we're going to have a pretty strong market going into next year. I don't think we're going to see any more big drops, but you just never know. So be thinking about that. If you're thinking about selling a house, you know, in the next couple of years, we know that the market is good right now. So just something to consider. Obviously, you know, your timeline is your timeline and never any rush on my end. As far as inventory, we're sitting at about 1.5 months of inventory. In a very balanced market, we would actually typically see more like 3 months of inventory, meaning if we were to stop putting homes on the market, we wouldn't run out of homes to sell for about 3 months. We're at about 1.5. That's great, but we are about double where we've been, you know, over the last few years. And so inventory is up. but it's not quite to where we're going to need it to be in order to be at a fully balanced market. As far as how long it's going to take you to sell your home in the current market, we are up from that 7 or 8 days that we were at for so long because we were setting offer due dates about a week after we hit the market. Now homes are getting, one-ish offer on average. And so the homes are taking about 18 days to find a buyer, which is great. In a balanced market, again, you're going to see about 30 days on average to get your home into escrow. So it does lean a bit toward the seller, but it's a much cooler market. It's actually fairly fair between both sides at this point. So if you have any questions about anything I've gone over today, or if you need anything, just have general real estate needs, I'd love to help. You can get me at 408-813-6865 anytime. You can also email me at brian.porter@kw.com. And if you're in my database and you're getting this as an email, you can always just respond to that as well. All right, I'll look forward to talking to you next month. Take care. Bye.